Hello, my name is Sarah and I am an event planner for the Orange County Library System, and I am the host of Pub Talk Live, and I'm also helping Everywhere Book Fest with their streaming technology. And so I just wanted to film this quick video to show you what it looks like when you're a guest on StreamYard and all the things that you need to check. So the first thing you want to check before you even go live is you want to make sure you're wearing headphones, and that's because the sound from your speakers can loop back into the microphone and create like a really bad effect, and we don't want that. And it can sound really bad, and you won't even realize it if you're the one that's causing the problem. So you want to make sure you're wearing headphones. Now, if you have headphones like this that have a mic in line, if you see right here, this is a mic. Most of those come with like Android phones. So if you have one of those, that's great. These are my other pair of headphones, but you can see, don't have a mic in the line. So I don't usually use them unless I'm using a different microphone. And then this is actually my nice mic. So if you have a nicer mic, feel free to use that. And the reason why I'm showing you all these is I'm going to actually show you, once you log into StreamYard, how you can make sure you're using the right stuff. All right, so hopefully you have been sent a link to the StreamYard by the host. And so you want to get that link. And I'm going to show you something. This is actually going to go wrong, and that isn't intentional. So I'm going to post that link into my browser, and StreamYard is going to come up. It may take a couple seconds. And it says your browser can't access your devices. Close any other applications that might be using your camera and mic. And so if you have Skype or anything else up, you want to make sure that you close that before you continue in StreamYard. So now that I've disconnected my camera and mic from my camera app function, I am going to go into, and I am only going into Incognito Mode right now because my laptop is already logged into my StreamYard account, so there would be a weird thing going on there. So you're logging in right now. It says no mic cam access. So you want to click on allow mic and cam access and click on allow in the little pop-up. However it happens on yours, it may look different on a Mac versus a PC. If you're still having problems at this point and you have a Mac, I'm going to link a thing in the description down below that's going to show you some extra settings that you're going to have to enable to make it work for you. Unfortunately, I can't show that because I have a PC, so I can't even show you the settings. But what you want to do is you want to click over here on cam/mic and make sure that you are using the camera and the microphone that you intend to use. So we have camera over here, and I have a webcam attached to my laptop right now just for demonstration purposes, and they also have a built-in camera on my laptop, which is this one right now. And I'm actually going to select that one, even though it's not as a good camera, because I'm going to walk around and show you a couple things. So now I have my laptop camera is on, and I'm going to click over to audio. And so you can see my microphone right here. I have my Yeti Nano, which is my nicer microphone. And but you can also choose the microphone array, which is the microphone on my computer, which should feed into my headphone microphone. So that's actually what I'm going to click on, because then again, I'm going to walk around, so I'm going to have to unplug my Yeti. And then you can click here which speakers you're going to use. And if you have headphones on, you're going to see something like this, default/headphones. But you want to make sure that's clicked so you're not accidentally broadcasting to any speakers that you didn't realize you would be broadcasting to. And you can click on a little test and it will play a sound for you, so you can make sure it's playing where you want it to. You can also make sure your microphone is picking up your voice by watching these green lines right here. All right, so we have those set up. Oh, for a green screen, you're not going to have to worry about this for anything that we are doing. Some other people may want to, if you're interested in that, you may want to find more information about that. So I'm going to enter the studio now. Oh, I did not do that on purpose, but that is great. So you do have to enter a name to enter the studio. And if you are doing Everywhere Book Fest, for example, or if you're doing some kind of promotional thing, you want to make sure to include your full name. So that is my pen name. So that's what I'm going to put in there. If you don't want people to see your full name for whatever reason, if you're doing something else, you may just want to put in your name there. If you are doing this with the library, you may want to put in like your business name there instead of your real name. We're going to enter the studio now. All right, so that is the host computer right there. That's my other computer. And it says I'm backstage right now. Only the host can see me. The host can add me at any time, so be ready. And so I'm going to click on over to my work computer and add me on the screen. And you can see me twice now, which is weird. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and make myself full screen so this isn't confusing for anyone. So now I, as the guest, have been added as a full screen. And so as a guest, what I can do is I can mute myself. So if I go over here and click on mute, it will give you this nice like thing right in the middle of the screen. You won't be able to see some of the screen, but it is nice because it's hard to forget that you're muted. You can also at any time stop your camera. And what you can do in that case is you can actually upload a picture of yourself to use other than your video. And you may do that if you're having trouble with your camera. You can also do that if you didn't notice when you logged in, rather than giving it permission to view your camera, you can actually just upload an image. And some people may do that because they don't have a camera on their phone, on their computer, or some people may do that because they don't have, they don't want people to see them or whatever reason, or they don't have good internet, that kind of thing. And you can also adjust your cam and mic settings once you've gone in as well. So, I didn't adjust to high definition, so I'm going to change that to high definition. And then as a guest, you're also able to share your screen. So if you have something that you want people to see, like a PowerPoint or that kind of thing, you can click on that, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. And it has some of these tests or tips and stuff. So you can actually share your entire screen, which is just anything that you click on is what people are going to be able to see. And just as a point, you have to click on this in order for that share button to show up. If you also want to share audio, so if you're playing a video for people and you want people to be able to see that, you want to make sure you click on that share audio button. And but you can also just share an application window. So I can share, for example, just my notepad window with the people. And that way, no matter what I'm clicking on, whatever is showing on my screen, that notepad window is always going to be the one that the viewers are seeing. And you can also share specifically a Chrome tab. And so you want to click on that and click share. I'm not going to do that because it would mess up our visuals here, but that is how you do it. And the host is going to have to actually add your share to the screen. So it's not going to be visible until the host adds it. Over here on the right, we have two important things that you want to look at. One is a private chat. And so the private chat is only the people who are in the chat can see it. So I'm going to go over as my host and say hello as the host. And so you see, I've said hello to myself now. And so that is not seen by anyone in the public. Only the people who are on the chat can see it. On the other hand, this thing live comments here. And so I did not set this to broadcast to YouTube. I did, but it's not broadcasting live. So we're not getting comments here. But I'm going to show you what it looks like actually when that does happen. So I'm going to log into the YouTube that I'm broadcasting to. And one second. Okay, so I just made this show go live. So you notice that live button up there, that wasn't there before. So I wasn't broadcasting to YouTube beforehand. And so if you don't see that, that means that the video is not live. But if you do see it, that indicates to you that that show is being broadcast. So whatever you say, people are going to be able to see. So I'm going to go over to the YouTube page and say hello from the YouTube page. And then you're going to be able to see what a comment looks like. And it takes about 10 to 15 seconds for comments to come through sometimes. So we're just going to wait for that. There we are. So there you can see my comment. I just said hello from YouTube. And you can see this. Anyone who's participating in the YouTube chat can see it. Anyone who's a guest can see it. However, the host can actually make it show up on the screen. And I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. So as the host, I've added this to the screen. As a guest at where we are right now, you cannot change that. So if you have something that you want the host to show on screen, you may want to tell them in the private chat or mention it in the private chat. All right, so now I've showed you how to use the software. I'm going to show you a couple tips to make sure you sound and look your best while you're on screen. So I need to just unplug my webcam and my mic. All right, so I have unplugged my camera and my mic so I can walk around a little bit and show you some things. So this is just I don't have any of my special equipment set up right now, and I want to make sure you see what that looks like. Sorry, my mic cord is caught up. Okay. And so the really important thing is lighting. So I'm going to go over by my window right here. This is the middle of the day. And now I have the window is behind the camera. And so this looks pretty good, right? And now we're going to turn around and put my back to the window. So this looks terrible. So you want to make sure if you have any light source that is actually the camera is between you and the light source, because that's going to look way better than if the light is behind you. Now, if this was dark and I was facing this way, I would want to turn those lights off because those would be just like the window was. And also you want to be, if you're on Wi-Fi, as close as possible to your router. And so my router is right down there, and that's going to give you the best possible signal. Luckily, my dining table is only like 10 feet away, so it is not bad. So that, in a summary, is how you can be a guest on StreamYard with a couple of tips for how you can look and sound your best. Also, any room that is smaller and has soft surfaces is going to give you better sound than a bigger room that has hard surfaces. Unfortunately, I just kind of have this shotgun apartment, so I don't really have the option of going in a smaller room with small surfaces. But my apartment is usually small enough that it doesn't make a big difference. But if you're in a large living room or something like that, you may want to consider going into a smaller office or bedroom, or sometimes even a closet. I filmed podcasts in a closet before because that has a better sound. I think that is everything. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope this helps, and good luck with your StreamYarding.